We just created an interactive slide for Google Slides, and now we're going to do the same thing illustrating PowerPoint. Basically, they're almost the same, but the first thing I'm going to do is open up a slide. I'm going to click on the word layout and click on blank. And upon doing so, what we're going to do is put some more information here in reference to the video. I want to place a line. To do that, I'm going to click on the word insert and shapes, and we'll take this line here and we'll put it right about here and move it straight down. Okay, right about there. And while it's highlighted, let's make it black, and let's adjust the weight of it and make it thicker. Okay. Now, what I can do is simply hit Control D to duplicate it. You don't have to, you can take another line if you want. But in duplicating it, I'm going to make it a little bit longer, and I'll adjust it so it's right about there. Okay, so we have our two lines. Now, what we need to do is graph it and put some information so the students know exactly what type of graph we're making. Now I went to Google and I typed in different color birds. So I'm going to click on my snipping tool, and by doing so I'm going to copy this first one, which is red. I'm going to highlight it. Okay, now it's copied. I'm going to go to my PowerPoint and I'm going to paste it down here. I'm going to hit Control V to paste it. Okay, and I'm going to make it relatively small. Okay, put it right about there. Then go back to my Google account again, highlight the snipping tool, highlight the snipping tool, let's get rid of this one, hit new, and I'm going to highlight the green, okay, and go back to my PowerPoint, and I'm going to paste it right here, and again I'm going to grab it and make it a little bit smaller so I can have a whole bunch of them, put them right about there, okay. Now, I'm going to go back to Google, but you already saw how to do this. So I'm going to pause the video and copy them and bring them down there. Okay, I placed the objects that we're going to graph down here for a picture graph. Now, what I need to do is tell the students exactly how to do that, or how many we need. So I'm up here, I'm going to click on Insert and Text Box. And I'm going to place a text box right about here. And in doing so, I'm going to say color. All right. And over here, we'll say number of, hit my return key, color of birds, and the number of birds. Okay. Hit my return key. So let's say the first one will be red, and the number of red ones we want are going to be 3. Next one will be green, and now remember, you could use anything you wanted. I'm using birds. You could use ducks, geese, dogs, whatever you want to do. Watermelons, apples. Green, let's make this 4. Blue, let's make this 2. We have yellow, and we'll have 3, and let's have orange, and we'll make that let's say 5. Okay, so what the student has to do is follow the graph. Let's line this up a little bit better. Okay, now we need 3 red birds, right? So I grab my bird and I'm going to put them up here. Okay, where the first one is. Now I'm going to click on I'm going to go Insert, grab my text box, and place it right about here and move it down. Okay, and what I want to do is say the word red for how many red birds. Hit my enter key twice so we have some space. Green. Nope. I got to make my text box a little bit larger. Okay. Hit my return key twice. Blue, yellow, oh, W. Okay, again, I have to make my text box a little bit larger still, okay? And last one will be orange. Okay, now, this might be too big, but let's see what we can do. Maybe I could hit this one more time. Put them down there. There we go. Now, red. How many red we have? 3. So I place the cursor here and I hit Control D for duplicate. So we duplicate it. And we have 3 red birds. Now your kids can do this. Take the green one. Move it up here where the green is. And we need 4 green. So here's 1. So I hit Control D 3 more times. And we line these up. Okay, so that's 4 birds. Blue, we need 2 blue ones. So take my bird, move them up here, and you can see we have to line the lettering up a little bit better. We have 2, so Control D, and we have 2. And yellow, move that, whoops, move that right about here below. And for yellow, we need 3, so I hit Control D again to copy. And the last one is orange. So we need how many? 5 of those, right? So in order for me to put it up here, I'm going to have to elongate this and move this down some, which is good for you to see this. Make it a little bit longer. Okay, put him right about there. And we need 5. So we hit 1, Control D, and let's move them out here. Get these lined up. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I got to line these up a little bit better. So let me see if I hit this again. Green, blue, yellow, and orange. Okay. So now we have a PowerPoint slide. The students learn how to make their picture graph, and they can make it out of anything they want. Ice cream cones, watermelons, apples, whatever you decide. And you can see it's relatively easy to do. Now when you're done, you might want to hit the word File and save it as a PowerPoint, which would be good. Or you can save it as a PDF. Just simply click on the word File, Save As. And depends where you want to save it, right? I'll save it. And click on here. You don't care about this. And here's your presentation. I'll call it graph. And instead of you save it as a PowerPoint, of course, but you can save it as a video. We can save it as a PDF. You can save it as a JPEG, a picture format. You have the option to save it as just about anything you want. Well, that's how you make your PowerPoint slide. And we want to thank you for watching our video.